Entire cities and villages are underwater. People here hope they'll be able to salvage at least part of their property. But there's little hope left for the residents of the flooded suburbs of Orenburg.
On the 5th of April, people evacuated as best as they could, but there was no warning. We monitored the water level of the Ural River. But it's impossible to assess the damage now. Our houses are flooded. We ask the authorities not to forget about us. How can we now prove that we lived here? Many of our documents have been lost. How can we simplify the issuance of benefits?
Vladimir has been unsuccessfully chasing a visiting official from Moscow to ask him what is next for him and his family.
I wanted to find out from the authorities whether there would be any help for restoration or compensation. They say they will give us 100,000 rubles, but only after conducting an examination. But what kind of examination are they going to do? Everything's underwater now.
Ekaterina, the mother of 4, was hoping the water would bypass their village. Together with her husband, they took a mortgage last year. Now she says her family is homeless.
Around 3 in the afternoon last Friday, my husband called me crying, "Katya, just drop everything and get in the car. Get out, because the roads will be flooded in 15 minutes and you'll get trapped." So we left everything behind, all the equipment, all the clothes. My whole life is starting from scratch.
We threw whatever we could, household appliances and televisions, into the attic because the water was rising. We saw the neighbours' cars floating. Before our eyes, the road got covered with water and we immediately began evacuating.
Most people we spoke to blame the authorities for negligence, but they are reluctant to express their criticisms on camera.
At present, many residents here say they're dealing with the situation largely on their own, without enough help from the authorities, as the crisis is unprecedented and on such a large scale. But the general feeling here is that people's anger and outrage about the way the authorities are handling the situation will wind down as soon as the water levels drop and few lessons will be learned.
Meanwhile, the flooding is spreading to new areas. Several rivers have burst their banks in the southern Urals and Siberia, bringing more human stories of despair and hopelessness. Yulia, Shapovalova, Al Jazeera, Orenburg, Russia.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.